Welcome my students. Welcome to my today's topic. Today our topic is more on Photoshop. Already you become to know that Photoshop is an image editing software or application tool. Okay? And already we have learned about basic idea of the Photoshop. Now in this lesson we will learn about some more tools that can use to remove flaws and imperfections from an image. Okay, and also we'll learn how to use layers and filters in this chapter. Okay, so at first we'll learn about some retouching tools. Adobe Photoshop provides a variety of retouching tools to edit an image. Some tools used for retouching images are the spot healing brush tool, patch tool, healing brush tool, clone stamp tool, and so on. So we will discuss one by one. Okay. So at first we are taking spot healing brush tool. The spot healing brush tool is used to remove small spots or scratches from an image. Okay. So to use this tool, just open the image in the Photoshop and then enlarge the portion you want to edit. To zoom in, just click on zoom tool. Here it is, zoom tool. Okay, to select it, while using the zoom tool, you can press Ctrl and plus sign to zoom in and Ctrl minus to zoom out. Okay. Now click on the portion of the image that we want to zoom in, then click on the spot healing brush tool from the toolbox. You can choose the different options from the options bar of this tool. Okay, so click on the spot that you want to remove in the image and keep clicking until the image is spotless. Okay, so now look at the video clip carefully. At first we are selecting the picture, then we are zooming in the picture. Already we have enlarged the portion to edit. Now select the spot healing brush tool from the toolbox. Okay, and we are clicking on the spot to remove the spot in the image. Okay, now it is the patch tool. Okay, so this tool is used to remove unwanted elements from an image. The advantage of using this tool is that it shows a preview of the effect before applying it to the image. To use this tool, just click and hold the spot healing brush tool and then select the patch tool. Okay, from the list. Without releasing the mouse button, click and drag the mouse closely around the area where we want to create a patch. Then release the mouse button to create a marquee around it and then place the mouse pointer inside the marquee. Okay, got it? Then click and drag the mouse outside the marquee and select the area you want to show the duplicate of the area where the mouse pointer is at that time. Then release the mouse button when you are satisfied that the selected area can be replaced with the preview. You can repeat the process until the perfect patch is achieved. Okay, so press Ctrl plus D to deselect the area. Okay, so we'll learn now how to use patch tool. Okay, so at first click on the file, then open the picture, choose the picture, then click open. Okay, then click and hold down the spot healing brush tool and then select the patch tool. Okay, and without releasing the mouse button, click and drag the mouse closely around the area where you want to create a patch. Then release the mouse button to create a marquee around it. Okay. Then place the mouse pointer inside the marquee and then click and drag mouse outside the marquee. The selected area now shows a duplicate of the area where the mouse pointer is at the time. Yes? Okay. Next one is healing brush tool. The healing brush tool is similar to the spot healing brush tool. The only difference is that with the spot healing brush tool, we select the area that we want to change. Photoshop automatically changes it according to the neighboring areas. But with the healing brush tool, we need to select a sample of area that we want to change to look like. To use this tool, at first click and hold down the spot healing brush tool. Okay. To open the hidden tools, then click on the healing brush tool, press and hold the alt key and click on the area that we want to select as the sample. Okay, then click and hold the mouse button and move the mouse over the area that we want to change. Okay, so look at the video. At first we are selecting the image, then click on open. Already we have selected. Then click and hold down the spot healing brush tool to open the hidden tools. Then click on the healing brush tool and then press and hold the alt key on the keyboard. Okay. Okay. So click and hold the mouse button and move the mouse over the area that you want to change. Okay. Now the clone stamp tool. The clone stamp tool is like a rubber stamp. Just as the rubber stamp copies its mark on paper, the clone stamp tool also creates a duplicate or clone of whatever is stored in the tool as a sample. The clone stamp tool, just open an image, then click and select the clone stamp tool from the toolbox. Then to select a sample, press and hold the alt key, then click on the image to be cloned or duplicated. Release the alt key after selecting a sample. Click and hold the mouse button and move the mouse over the area where you want to place the duplicate. You will notice that the surrounding area of the cloned object gets merged. Okay, so just check it. So click on the file, then open, then select the particular image you want, then click open, select the picture, then click open, then click on clone stamp tool from the toolbox. To select a sample, press and hold the alt key, then click on the image to be cloned or duplicate. Release the alt key after selecting sample, then click and hold the mouse button and move the mouse over the area where you want to place the duplicate. Okay, now we can see that. Okay, the result. Now it is the working with text. So the type tool is used to add text to an image in Photoshop. So here is the type tool. To use the type tool, open an image. We want to add text to it. Then click on the horizontal type tool. Okay, horizontal type tool here. Then select the desired font size, color from the option bar, and then click on the image and type the text. Okay. Now wrapping text. Wrapping allows us to twist or distort the text. To use the wrap text tool, follow these steps. At first click on the horizontal type tool. Okay. Then select the text you want to wrap. Okay. Then click on the type. Okay. Then click on the type menu and select wrap text from the drop down list. Wrap text. The wrap text dialog box appears. Select a style from the style drop down list. Here you will see a preview of how the text will look in the selected style. Okay, so select an option from horizontal and vertical to set the direction of wrap. Okay, you can also modify the horizontal and vertical distortion and adjust the percentage of bend here. Okay, got it. Next is layers. So just think of a sheet of paper with a stack of transparent plastic sheets above it. The sheets from layers one above the other. This is how the layers are provided in Photoshop. Okay. Objects are placed on layers that can be stacked or moved to create a composition. Okay. So layers contain both transparent and opaque elements in Photoshop. Okay. So here is the example. It is the photo layer, then transparency layer, and then text layer. So we can use layers to control how images are displayed, printed and edited in Photoshop. An image we open for the first time appears in one layer. The changes we make to it are added to a different layer. The original image remains as it is. We can draw, edit, paste and reposition elements on one layer without affecting the objects on other layers. The layers panel displays the layers of the image in the order in which they are placed. Okay. So you can see the text added to the image in a separate layer, whereas the original image is in the background. Okay, original image as the background, and we can see that text added to the image in a separate layer. To make change in layers, we need to select it in the layers panel. Also you can add, delete, move and rename the layers. Now we will learn how to add a new layer. So click on layer, then new, then click on layers. Okay, the new layers dialog box will be appeared like that. So enter a name in the name text box here. Okay, and then click on OK. The new layer will be added in the layers panel. Okay. Now look at first click on the layer, then new, then layer, then give the same name in the name text box. Now look at one layer is now added here. Okay, now we'll write something on that layer whatever we have just made. Here is the text layer already we have created. Okay, so if we off the background layer visibility, then we can see different layers. Okay, so text already created on different layer, we have seen that. Now we learn how to delete the layers. Now we learn how to delete a layer. To delete a layer, just right click on the layer to be deleted in the layers panel, then click or select the delete layer option from the menu that appears. Okay, here is the layers panel. Okay, you see how to rename a layer. To rename a layer, at first in the layers panel select the layers to be renamed, then click on the layer and then rename layer. The existing name of the layer will be selected in the layers panel. Okay, here it is. Click on layer, then rename layer. So the existing name of the layer will be selected in the layers panel. Here type a new name in its place and then press the enter key. Okay, now next part is working with layers. Okay, so some of the thing we can do with layers, we can move the layers. Okay, we can move the layers up and down, click and drag layers to move them. Then here is the eye icon to toggle their visibility. If you make a layer invisible, its object or effect is removed from the image, but the layer itself is not deleted and remains there in the Photoshop file. Okay, it is the visibility. So if you click it, then you can see that it will not be longer visible. Okay, also we can move objects on a layer to see where the object or the text looks better. Okay, so in the layers panel, click and select the layer whose object is to be moved. Okay, click and select the move tool from the toolbox, then click on the object to be moved, and without releasing the mouse button, drag it to a new position. Now last tool is filters. So filters are tools that are used to quickly create effects on images. A filter placed over an image can change its appearance. Okay, so we can make the image look like a sketch. We can add a pattern, texture or sound. We can create a mosaic or a patchwork of tiles. Okay, so try out as many filters as you can. That can take some time, but you will find it interesting. Okay, so you can apply a filter to an image on a different layer. This allows you to easily modify or remove the effect. We can apply a filter to a whole layer or just to a selection on a layer. Okay, so to create the so okay sorry so select the filter and choose the type of filter and do it. Okay, thank you.